Hello, my name is Samah Sabawi, and I am that Palestinian that was referred to as being missing from this debate. My family is part of my family. They still live in Gaza, under Gaza's relentless sky. I've been ethnically cleansed and prevented from ever going back to live in my home and the home of my ancestors because I'm not Jewish. That's the only reason. And if we can accept that as a reality that is acceptable, then there is a problem with the way we view human rights in general. The BDS, the Boycott, Divestments and Sanctions campaign, within its operational principles is very clear in that it doesn't have to cost taxpayers any money in implementation, meaning that BDS has very flexible operational principles. Sustainability is one of them. Context sensitivity is another, and gradualness is another. So to address the minute, which many speakers have not so far, I would just move to accept it because it would mean a fantastic moral support for an oppressed people. It is not really BDS that is under attack here in Marrickville, and it's not the Greens. If you think that's the problem, then you're not looking at the big picture. What is under attack right here is democracy. It is our elected officials having the ability and the freedom to choose a position on a foreign state and to make their position heard. What we have seen, the hysteria that surrounded this particular issue, does not surround other issues in the same manner, and we have to be very mindful of that fact. Democracy rests on our ability to have free, open debate in a safe environment. When we allow our elected officials to be bullied, when we allow for death threats to be sent out to them, when we make phone calls, when we pressure them from the top down in order to interfere with the process of debate, we're interfering with democratic process. And that, to me, is the bigger danger that I'm seeing coming out of this debate. The fact is, when it comes to the Palestinian issue, we have singled Palestinians out for 63 years for our silence and our complicity. For 63 years, we have allowed Palestinians to live as an oppressed people. We've allowed a process of ethnic cleansing to take place. We have allowed for 65 UN resolutions to be ignored. We have allowed for the International Court of Justice's ruling on the wall as a war crime and on the settlements as a war crime to be ignored. And we have allowed for the report on Gaza and for Operation Cast-Lead to go without any sort of accountability. What BDS is asking is for international community to make Israel and hold Israel accountable for its actions within the boundaries of international humanitarian law. And it's really scary when the word international humanitarian law becomes associated with the kind of hate and racism that I've heard in this room tonight.
Now, last sentence, Samah, that's 3 minutes.
Okay.